right, follow me now. Follow me now in Ephesians, the first chapter. I want to show you something. In verse 4 and 5, it says that he hath appointed us in him before the foundations of the world to be holy and without blame in his love, that he predestinated us to adoptions in Jesus Christ. That is the will of him. Now, let me show you something. He says that he has found us in him before the foundations of the world. Found us in who? Meaning that he already had a plan from the beginning to be found in Jesus Christ. Meaning that before Genesis 1:1, God already knew and he already had a plan. After Revelations, the 22nd chapter, he already knew and had a plan. God knows everything, and he already knew. He already knew that Lucifer was going to have bitterness in his heart, that he shall become Satan, and that he shall draw forth a third of the stars from heaven and follow him. He already knew Satan was going to reject him and rebel with Lucifer and therefore cast to the earth. He already knew that Adam and Eve was going to deceive him. He already knew that they was going to hide from him. He already knew where it was at in the Garden of Eden when he was saying, "Where art thou?" He already knew that Cain was going to kill his brother. He already knew where he says, "Where is thy brother?" God already knew where he was at. There's nothing that you cannot hide from God. He already knows. It says the numbers of your hair. He already knows who's with him and who's without him. He already knows who's for real for him and who is fake for him. He already knows what's your destination going to be. Because when you go to Revelation, the 21st chapter, the measurements is already given for the New Jerusalem. So what does that tell me? That I shall share with you. If the New Jerusalem is already got the miles and the square footage of it, he already knows how many people are going to be there. He already knows who's going to be there. So therefore, it's already set in stone. So he already knows. He already knows. Ain't nothing you can hide from him. How you think the prophets and the prophetess got the prophecies of God? Because he already knew. How you think they spoke about Christ coming into the flesh in the future? Because God already knows. He already knows. He know what you're going to do. He know what I'm going to do. He know if you're going to make it to the kingdom. He know if you're not going to make it to the kingdom. But right now, while we right here, we need to understand and know we still have a chance. And he knows. Amen. That's why you're here for a reason. That's why I'm here for a reason. That's why this ministry is established right here by God for a reason. Is to let us know truth because we need to be saved. Amen. We need to be saved and we just need to know the truth. He says, I chosen you before the foundations of the world. Before he even called the light out of darkness, he